Hello, everyone. I am continuing with my series on Dear Family. All right, so if you have not already seen it, I do have a video out on Dear Brother, and this one is Dear Sister. And I'm going to try to keep it as short and sweet as possible. Actually, we have a thunderstorm going on, no lightning, but just a little bit of thunder. So anyway, I just want to keep it as quick as possible, but I still want to talk to my sister. So I have one biological sister, and then I have three sisters by marriage, and then I have a host of sister, cousin, friends, sisters with an A, sisters with an AH, sisters. So I have a whole lot of sisters that are attached to my life, and I'm so grateful and so thankful for each and every one of you. As a matter of fact, when I was little and growing up, I really wanted a big sister, and because of the way things worked out, I ended up being the big sister, and but I was still blessed to have friends that were older than I was, and they were able to fill in that role with me. But a bit of a heart to heart for my sisters. All right. First of all, can I tell you that I love you? I do. And I know that there are some things that kind of keep us from visiting each other very often. A lot of it has to do with lifestyle preferences, and I know we've talked a little bit about that, but it still doesn't mean that I don't love you, and it still doesn't mean that I don't miss you. And when I think about us growing up as children, we used to play, and you will remember this, when we used to play Hey Girl, and we would go to, go around the house and just act like we were visiting each other. So from that day, I find it a little, I don't know, it's just a little sad that we don't go to each other's houses and visit as often as we did when we were little children, just kind of playing around the house. But when we do talk, I still very much enjoy it. And so I just want to say that. So now, some other things that I want to say. The first thing that I want to say to my sisters is to listen to your inner voice. You are going to hear so many people saying, girl, if I was you, I would do this. If I was you, I'd do that. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Listen, when it comes to you, when it comes to your life, no other voice should reverberate inside of you louder than your own. All right? So listen to your inner voice. The other thing I want to say is to listen to your heart or follow your heart, right? But don't forget your brain. And so a lot of times we tell people, follow your heart, follow your heart. And look, I absolutely do believe that, but think too. So don't do things that will put you in harm's way, or don't do things that are dangerous, or don't do things that will not in the end lead to a good outcome for you. Right. So don't leave your brain behind just because you are following your heart. We still have to do some thinking in that process. Heart to heart with my sisters. Understand yourself. We talk about loving yourself, which is so critical and so important, because when we lack love and appreciation for ourselves, we make decisions that reflect that, right? So we settle in so many different aspects. And so what I would say to my sisters is get to know yourself, value yourself, and make sure that you put yourself in situations and around people who also value what you bring to the table, because you're amazing. Alongside of that is not settling. You see, a lot of times when we feel like we are unworthy, when we feel like we've been through so much, we're just damaged goods, when we feel like we didn't have enough, we don't know enough, we start settling. And I just want to encourage you to not settle. I want to encourage you to wait and to be patient with yourself. And listen, you are absolutely worthy. And I've settled. If you know me as my sister, you know that I have settled. You know that I have made some horrible decisions and have had to live with the outcomes of those decisions. But you also know that I've been able to string together some really good decisions. And every time I did not settle, man, I got everything that I want. And if you are listening to people who be like, there's no such thing as a perfect whatever, I can tell you that there is a such thing as a perfect fit for you. If you faint not, right? If you just determine within yourself that I am worthy enough to not just give myself away for free, to not settle. Another piece of advice for my sisters: please have your own money, okay? Make your own money. Do not put yourself in positions where you are codependent on other people. I have seen it, I have witnessed it, and I can tell you that when people feel like you need them, they treat you differently, right? And especially these men folk, all right? And I'm just putting it out there the way that it is. Make sure that you have your own money so that you are not in the middle of an unwanted situation and can't get out of it. If you need to go to a hotel, if you need to get your own place, if you need to do whatever it is that you need to do for you and or your children, you need to put yourself in a position where you can do that. So think ahead, plan ahead, and make sure that you, again, are putting yourself in the best possible position. And even if you think that you did and something goes wrong, make sure that you got some money, okay? You need some money. Sister to sister. I guess in that same vein is not to numb your pain, but to heal your pain. We have been through so much. We've been through a lot as children. We've been through a lot as adults, and we continue to go through things. And you know what? That's a part of the journey. But can I tell you to not drink away your pain, not sex away your pain, not drug away your pain, not go to this one and that one. Listen, make sure that you're dealing with the root cause and not just the symptoms. That takes some therapy. That takes some counseling. That takes some reflection. That takes some being willing to be honest with yourself. That takes some accountability. Not saying, well, this person took advantage of me. I was too nice. I loved him too much. I was too whatever. Nope. Stop it. Please stop it. Okay? The truth is that we have to take accountability for the part that we play in our lives not going in the direction that we want it to go in. All right? And so it is painful. And there's a lot of tough, like, in your throat, like it's hard to swallow. Swallow it anyway, okay? We get better that way. We get better when we're able to look ourselves in the mirror and tell ourselves the truth. And not only that, but when we are around people who love us enough to tell us the truth, not be rude, not be abrasive and mean and aggressive and all of that, because when people say, I'm just telling you like it is, okay, but there's a way to be respectful. And if you love someone, then you respect them and you care enough to tell them the truth, but you don't have to be demeaning and condescending. And to my sisters, don't allow that. See, we teach people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves. And so if you are able to understand that, then think about the things that you tell yourself. And because I don't let myself say, Latanya, you're not worth nothing. All you do is make bad decisions. You always messing stuff up. That's all you've ever done. Blah, 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 right? Because I literally have to stop myself in the middle of those type of thoughts and be like, okay, but Latanya, what has God blessed you? What are you so thankful for? What do you have going on? And I'm able to reaffirm those things within me. I refuse to let anybody else talk to me like that ever again. And I want you to make that decision too, because I know that it truly does make a difference in your life and in the decisions that you make and your smile. And sister, I want you to smile. I want you to smile with your whole heart. I just want us to be better. I want us to get better. I want us to maintain better, right? And even though things are not without challenge, they're not. But just know that you can get through anything. And just know that if you put your mind to it and you're willing to put in the effort that it takes, don't wait for it to drop in your lap. It doesn't work that way. Go get it. And all of my sisters are go-getters in one form or another. And you are worthy of all good things. So anyway, excelling, I just want to let you know that I love you. And this is just as big sis from my heart to yours. Take care.